In the name of God. Regarding the recent attacks and persecutions of several years. During the last 2.5 months, namely from late May until August 2009, while I am completing these phrases, hoodlums, ignoble people and other members of the shock troops have begun a new wave of full-sided psychical and physical attacks against me. In Denmark, they targeted honor of my ego and then attempted to kill me. When I fled Denmark and entered Austria, nobody protected me, and in its restaurants turned to making problem for me. And a tram driver running tram untimely and out of the rules made my feet joints injured and struck. In Paris, one time, while sleeping in a park, a 12-year-old child kicked on my footstalk, and while sleeping on a bench, a young black man hit himself to my shoulder. In Belgium, people delivered hundreds of blows at my body in tram and tried to describing me as a 70 years aged by these strokes waste and corrupt my soul. In Afghanistan, they targeted my psyche and my spirit, and then their physical attacks frequently made my body injured and struck. These shock troops, during years, by their inhuman and brutal actions, have turned to persecuting, corrupting, and wasting me, and using threat, strike, attack to ego honor, psychical attacks, nerve and heart shocks, various tortures occupying my brain, eyes and ears, detention, interrogation and prevention by police, rejecting me in the community, depriving me from ordinary rights as a human, boycotting me in many necessary needs, and other destroyer means have daily, nightly, and unceasing attempted to embrace and exterminate me. These attacks has been accomplished to distract me, to make me animal, to delete all the effects and results of my activities, and to eliminate me. They are looking for it to splinter my soul and white my hairs and beards out and make my joints wobbling and try to steal my tufts, my works, and even my face. They rudely disappoint every kind of struggle which appear from me towards growth and sublimation, and in any case of growth and sublimation they take action to terror and eliminate my personality, accomplishments, and sciences. Forced conduct of community to disable and annihilate an advanced and virtuous person, and to terror the personality and corrupting a protester star, and collective effort to overthrow the individual, independent and racy and superfine struggle towards growth and sublimity and valuable achievements. During the history, such crime with so extensive dimension and repeating the similar periods of frightful consequences and bare corruption has anyways had precedent, and these criminals have no reason to present to any religious righteousness and not blinded person. There is insufficiently reasons and a brutal and criminal play. A number of faithless people want to repeat the story of Imam Hussein and Kufi people between me and European people. Another number prefer their business, which is buying and selling people. A number satisfy their enmity and national psychical complexes, and another number of them have felt the danger and to protect their unlawful reigns have made me case of their pursuit and attacks in point to point of the world. O criminals, have surely been aware that you have moved your hands against a God's man, and you are encountered with God. Be aware that you are acting against the God's liking and will, and all of your acts are accounted as corruption and crime and deserving for the worst retribution and avenge. Be aware that a grand calamity and retribution in this world and in the hereafter is waiting for you and your offspring. Be aware that your hateful sciences and brutal methods has no effect on persons like me, and rather lead me and persons like me to unlimited punishment to you and your offspring in this world, and condemning you for this world and for hereafter. The death from which you flee will surely meet you, and then you shall be sent back to the knower of the unseen and the seen, and he will inform you of what you did. Our merciful God, condemn the molesters in this world and hereafter, and condemn their fathers and their mothers and their nations and clans and tribes and their countries and all their congeners. Our merciful God, do not forgive any of their sins and never guide them and put them to death as disbelievers. Our merciful God, condemn in this world and hereafter all those who, as jihad in your cause, or because of brutes, or kind of my cloth, or as what they think that is executing their religious law, or for the sake of their friends, have struck me and involve them by your wrath, and issue an eternal torment for them, and punish their offspring and their nations and their colleagues and those who silence regarding their acts, and their friends and their brothers and all those who are in their mass equally. And whether they are European or Afghan or Pakistani or Iranian or Turk, and every nationality they have, do not consider an exception between them. Amin, our merciful God. Ghulam Reza Hosseini, Maslahuddin Nadi.